Have you noticed how your legs have changed over the years? Maybe your thighs aren't as full as they used to be, your knees ache a little more than they should, and your balance doesn't feel as steady as it once did. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people after 50 start to notice these quiet changes, and most are told the same old advice. Just walk more, take 10,000 steps a day. But here's the truth that almost no one talks about. Walking alone will not restore the strength you've lost. It keeps you moving, yes, but it doesn't rebuild what time has taken away. And that's why you need to stop wasting your effort on empty walks and start these 5 movements right now. Every day you delay, you lose more of your stability, your balance, and your independence. When your leg muscles grow weaker, something far more serious begins to happen. Simple things like standing from a chair, climbing stairs, or catching your balance after a small stumble become harder. That's how independence quietly slips away. Not all at once, but little by little. And as some doctors like to say, remember this clearly. Death begins in the legs. That one truth should stay with you. Your legs are not just tools for walking. They are the foundation of your vitality, the engines of your circulation, the pillars that hold up your freedom. The good news is you can rebuild them. You can bring back strength, stability, and energy without ever stepping foot in a gym. Today, you'll discover 5 simple yet powerful exercises designed to recover leg strength safely at home. Each one is crafted to wake up your thighs, your glutes, your calves, and the stabilizing muscles that keep your entire body steady and strong. Before we begin, take a moment to introduce yourself. Tell us your name and where you're watching from in the comments below. I'd love to know where this community of strong, motivated people is joining us from. Let's start with the foundation of all strength and balance, your calves. Most people don't realize that these muscles do far more than just move your feet. They are constantly working to keep you upright, to help you walk, and to push blood back up toward your heart. That's why doctors often call the calves the second heart of the human body. Every time you take a step, these muscles contract and relax, pumping blood against gravity. But when they weaken with age, circulation slows down, swelling becomes more common, and even varicose veins can appear. More importantly, weak calves make you unstable, which increases the risk of tripping or losing balance. Research shows that older adults with strong calf muscles are 30% less likely to suffer falls, and that simple fact alone makes this exercise one of the most important habits you can build. The movement is called the standing calf raise, and here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet about shoulder width apart. You can hold onto a wall or a sturdy chair for balance if needed. Keep your spine straight and your gaze forward. Now slowly lift your heels off the ground, rising up onto your tiptoes as high as you can. Hold that position for about 2 seconds, feeling your calves tighten. Then lower your heels back down in a slow and controlled motion until they touch the floor again. The secret here is in the full range of motion. Don't rush through it, don't bounce, and don't bend your knees. Let the movement come entirely from your calves so you can truly activate those muscles. If you're just starting out, aim for 2 sets of 10 repetitions and rest about a minute between sets. As you get stronger, build up to 3 sets of 15. When that starts to feel easy, challenge yourself by performing the movement on one leg at a time, always using support for safety. It's a small movement, but the impact it has on your strength, stability, and circulation is enormous. Now that your calves are awake and supporting your balance, it's time to move to the next level and strengthen each leg on its own. This movement is called the Bulgarian split squat, and it's one of the most effective ways to restore real functional power to your legs. Unlike the regular squat, this version trains each leg separately, which is critical as we age because one leg often becomes weaker without us realizing it. By working each side individually, you rebuild symmetry, coordination, and stability. This single exercise can make everyday tasks like getting up from a low chair or climbing stairs feel easier again. In fact, studies show that people who practice the Bulgarian split squat regularly experience up to 40% less knee pain when going up or down stairs. It also activates a deep muscle called the gluteus medius, which plays a key role in keeping your hips steady and preventing wobbly movements when you walk. When this muscle is weak, it's like losing the stabilizer on your entire frame, and small steps can suddenly feel uncertain. So this exercise is not just about strength, it's about control. And here's how to do it. Stand about one step in front of a sturdy chair or bench. Place the top of your back foot on that support so your front leg is bearing most of your weight. Keep your chest lifted, your shoulders relaxed, and your core gently engaged. Slowly bend your front knee, lowering your body toward the floor until your front thigh is parallel to the ground or as low as you can go comfortably. Then press firmly through the heel of your front foot to rise back up to the starting position. Throughout the motion, make sure your front knee stays aligned with your toes and never pushes past them. Keep your back straight and your eyes forward, as if you're proud to show your posture. The goal is to let your front leg do the work while the back leg only helps with balance. Avoid leaning too far forward, putting too much weight on the back foot, or moving through only half the range. Each repetition should feel smooth and controlled. If you're just starting, aim for 2 sets of 8 repetitions on each leg, resting about 1.5 minutes between sets. As your strength builds, increase to 3 sets of 12. You can even hold light weights like small water bottles or rice bags to make it more challenging. The next day, it's perfectly normal to feel mild muscle fatigue in your thighs and glutes. That's how you know those muscles are waking up again. The only thing to watch for is joint pain, which means you need to ease the intensity. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can keep accessing clear, science-based exercises that help you stay strong and independent for years to come. Now that your lower body is beginning to regain strength and stability, let's bring in a movement that reawakens your heart, lungs, and energy at the same time. This one is simple, safe, and surprisingly effective for building endurance. It's called the stationary march, and it's one of the most beginner-friendly exercises you can do anywhere. No equipment needed. What makes it powerful is that it elevates your heart rate gently, improves circulation, and helps you burn between 200 and 300 calories in just 30 minutes, depending on your pace. Over time, it strengthens your cardiovascular system, supports better blood sugar control by improving insulin sensitivity, and even helps regulate blood pressure. But the benefits go beyond the physical. As you move in rhythm, your body releases endorphins, those natural feel-good chemicals that lift your mood and calm your mind. Many people find that a few minutes of marching in place each day helps reduce stress, anxiety, and even mild depression. It's a simple way to remind your body that movement is medicine. If you find any of these exercises helpful, hit the save button right now so you can easily return to this video whenever you need it. The stationary march activates nearly every major muscle in your lower body, including your quadriceps, hamstrings, glutes, calves, core, hip flexors, and the small stabilizing muscles around your ankles that keep you steady. And here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet about shoulder width apart, engage your core slightly, relax your shoulders, and look straight ahead. Now lift one knee up toward hip level, lower it back down, and then lift the other side, keeping a steady, rhythmic motion as if you were walking in place. Focus on control rather than speed. Avoid leaning your trunk forward, lifting your knees too low, or tensing your shoulders. Keep your breathing natural and your gaze straight ahead to maintain good posture. Start with 3 to 4 rounds of 30 to 60 seconds each, resting about half a minute between rounds. Try to do this 3 to 5 times per week, adjusting the duration as your endurance improves. If you feel comfortable, you can raise your arms as you march to increase the challenge or add light ankle weights to engage your muscles even more. For those with sensitive knees, hips, or high blood pressure, it's always wise to check with your doctor before beginning any new exercise routine. This movement may look simple, but it has the power to strengthen your legs, re-energize your heart, and boost your mood in just a few minutes a day. Your legs are now stronger and your balance is improving, but to truly restore the foundation of your body, you need to strengthen the muscles that hold everything together. This next movement is extraordinarily powerful for anyone over 50 because it targets the glutes and lower back, the very center of your body's stability. It's called the isometric glute bridge, and it works the muscles that keep you upright, protect your spine, and give you the power to move with ease. When your glutes become weak, your pelvis tilts forward, creating enormous pressure in the lower back. That's why so many people struggle with lower back pain without realizing the root cause lies behind them. In fact, studies show that nearly 80% of people with chronic back pain also have weakened glutes. Strong glutes don't just protect your spine, they improve posture, circulation, and in men, even support prostate health through better blood flow in the pelvic region. This simple exercise helps reverse that downward spiral by reawakening those deep muscles that have been asleep for years. And here's how to do it. Lie on your back on a comfortable surface with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Rest your arms by your sides with your palms facing down. Now squeeze your glutes as tightly as you can and lift your hips off the floor until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. The focus should be on your glutes, not your lower back. To help you activate the right muscles, imagine you're holding a coin between your cheeks. No, really picture it, and you don't want to drop it. That's the level of contraction you're aiming for. Hold this position for about 20 seconds while breathing normally, then slowly lower your hips back down under control. Avoid the common mistakes of arching your lower back too much, dropping your hips halfway, or placing your feet too far or too close to your body. The perfect position is when, at the top, your knees form a 90-degree angle and stay parallel to each other. Start with holding the bridge for 15 seconds, rest for 30 seconds, and repeat 5 times. As your endurance improves, work your way up to 30-second holds with the same rest time for 8 rounds. Once you feel confident, try the unilateral version by extending one leg and holding the bridge with the other, keeping your hips level. This variation challenges each side of your body individually and corrects imbalances that often develop with age. Remember to breathe steadily and keep your neck and shoulders relaxed throughout. The isometric glute bridge may look simple, but it reawakens your body's power center, restores alignment, and protects your back so you can stand tall and move freely again. Now that your body has reconnected with its strength and stability, it's time to put that power into motion with one of the most functional exercises you can do. This next movement is inspired by something farmers have done for centuries, carrying heavy buckets across the field day after day, developing incredible full-body strength without ever stepping into a gym. It's called the farmer's walk, and it builds not only muscle but also coordination between your brain and your body, what experts call neuromuscular connection. This simple movement trains your grip, your wrists, your shoulders, and the deep stabilizing muscles that protect your spine and hips. It teaches your body to stay steady under uneven load, which is exactly what you need in everyday life. Whether you're holding onto a handrail, carrying groceries, or opening a tight jar, a strong grip is a sign of longevity, and this exercise directly strengthens it. The farmer's walk also improves balance and posture because it forces your body to stay tall and centered while in motion. And here's how to do it. Hold 2 objects of equal weight in your hands, such as water bottles, grocery bags, or small dumbbells. Stand tall, keep your shoulders level, your abdomen slightly engaged, and your gaze straight ahead. Now walk forward about 20 steps, keeping your body upright and controlled, then turn carefully and walk 20 steps back to where you started. Imagine balancing a book on top of your head to remind yourself to stay tall and aligned. Avoid the temptation to shrug your shoulders up or lean to one side, and never choose weights so heavy that they compromise your posture. Start with 3 sets of walks, resting about a minute between them. As you gain strength and confidence, gradually increase the distance or the weight you carry. You'll know you're doing it right when your body feels solid, steady, and strong without swaying from side to side. To complete this phase, there's a bonus exercise that's perfect for beginners or anyone with sensitive joints, the wall squat. It's a low-impact yet highly effective way to build endurance in your thighs and glutes. This movement challenges your muscles to hold strength over time, which is essential for climbing stairs or standing for long periods without fatigue. And here's how to do it. Stand with your back against a smooth wall and your feet about a foot away from it. Slowly slide down until your thighs are parallel to the floor, as if you were sitting on an invisible chair. Keep your knees directly above your ankles and never let them pass beyond your toes. Your arms can rest by your sides or extend forward for balance. Hold this position for about 30 seconds, breathing steadily, and then press through your heels to rise back up the wall. Make sure your thighs form a 90-degree angle with your trunk in the final position, and avoid pushing your weight onto your toes. Start with 3 rounds of 20 to 30 seconds, resting between sets, and gradually work your way up to a full minute as your endurance improves. These 2 exercises together build a foundation of real-world strength and control, helping your body move the way it was meant to, steady, capable, and resilient at any age. By now, you've reawakened the muscles that support your legs, your balance, and your confidence. But before we wrap up, there's one final piece of the puzzle that can take your results even further. It's something most people over 50 have never heard about, yet it has decades of solid science behind it. The secret is creatine. Many still think of creatine as something for young athletes or bodybuilders, but the truth is, it can be one of the most powerful tools for older adults who want to rebuild strength, energy, and mental sharpness. After 50, your body naturally produces and stores less creatine, which silently contributes to the loss of muscle, energy, and vitality. This decline affects not only your muscles but also your brain, because creatine fuels both physical and cognitive performance. Contrary to old myths, creatine does not harm healthy kidneys. In fact, studies now show it improves muscle function, supports brain health, enhances hydration inside your cells, and speeds up recovery after exercise. It helps your body work smarter and recover faster. For men and women who stay active, just 3 to 5 grams a day, preferably right after your workout with a meal that includes some carbohydrates, can make a real difference. Think of it as energy insurance for your muscles and your mind. And if you'd like to see the full science behind it, watch the next video we've left on the screen. It reveals the benefits that only 1% of people truly understand. Don't miss it. Now take a moment to comment below and tell us which exercise you'll start with this week. Your progress is what inspires this entire community to keep moving. Thank you for watching until the end, and may God bless you, my friend.